Hey guys, what's going on? This is Arman, and today we're gonna be talking about the 1 year progress of what's been going on with me and stuff that I learned that I can share with you guys, and yeah, show you what books I've been reading, what stuff I've been up to, and so you can see what's going on and maybe learn or use what I'm learning or my failures for yourself, you know. So let me first start by saying what stuff. So like around a month ago was my birthday. That's the 1 year period, you know. And I wanted to reflect back on that period and talk about three things that really helped me like in life in general, you know, and those are things that really I need to keep on doing for myself. This is not something that okay, it's done. I really have to constantly keep reminding myself to do these things, and I'm still in that process of ingraining it in my mind to become a real habit, which will benefit me not only like 1-2 years, but 20, you know, 30, 50. I think that should be a goal, like with all those positive habits, discipline, stuff like that for all of us, you know. So let me start with the first point, okay? And the first point, which really, really like manifested this year, was first you believe it, then you see it in your mind, and then it actually happens. It's so like it sounds so, you know, blah blah blah, right? But what happens is I really I it really started happening when I believed I could do it. And that's so huge. It's like, hey, then why I'm not believing I could do bigger things, you know? And it's that's the thing. So basically, like the fact that I started imagining things, hey, I could start doing this, I could start. I remember, like, this is one clear example. 3-4 years ago I had no reason to believe, no reason. I'm in Spain here, totally far away from any English speaking country, and I used to think and visualize in my mind, hey, I'm gonna get English people to call me, I'm gonna be speaking in English all day, people are gonna call me in front of my Spanish friends in English, I'm gonna talk in English. And that's crazy. That started happening this year a lot. There were even days that I spoke more English than Spanish living in Spain, and that was super cool. And that's like probably the first example of seeing that, really visualizing that in super detail. And that's something like we need to keep doing. You know, I should keep on visualizing, like have a real schedule of or have a real plan set up of visualizing things that you want to accomplish, you know. So that's point number one. Point number two is having having like building your relationship skills. And I can look back at myself like many years ago and even 1 year ago when I didn't really care much, you know, about the, like, not about like building the relationship. I didn't like really care about like digging deep into that person. Like, even like of course there are some people that you want to talk about and stuff, but what changed this year is that I started finding like something to learn from everyone, and something, and trying to build like that genuine connection with people, talking about cool stuff, and really caring about what their goals are. And that really helped me in a lot of ways, you know, transforming like many types of things. Like you talk with a guy, and next thing you know, you're doing business together. Like but you start by really building that relationship, you know. So that's something I just have to keep on memorizing. I just have to keep on like ingraining in myself of the ability to talk to people, the ability to communicate, all that stuff. I think it's super important, and if I can be like a master communicator, I think it's gonna be helping me and you in the rest of your life. Like usually when you see, it's not always like the most technically like it's not always like the most technically successful person that like is like the one who like comes up at the top, is like the empathetic one, and he also has skills, he is also good at it, but he's mainly very good with people, dealing with people. And that's point number two, like that really like people like talking properly to them, like really building relationships. And number three is something very related, but again, not that much. Number three is putting yourself in the person that's in front of you, in their shoes, and thinking about what they really want. Like if you were them, what would that person want to do with their lives? What are their goals? What are they trying to accomplish? And put yourself in like, try put yourself as a like puzzle, like put yourself in there to help them accomplish that. Like how can you put yourself into that vision and help that person out to ultimately help him accomplish his vision? Like what's your role in there? How can you help? Because at the end of the day, it's the amount of people you impact, and if you just can't keep on thinking that, people are gonna really like notice that. Yeah, like it's not like you just hey how are you doing? Well, what about you? And that's it. Like the conversation ends there. But if you're like really in deep with what that person really wants to do, and you're like giving ideas, like helping out however you can, that's like a whole new level, and it's like such a more meaningful relationship, and it's like it brings you all types of advantages. I'm sure you guys imagine that. Those are the 3 points like I really learned this this year, like from turning from 22 to 21. And I wanted to share some of the books. Okay, I've been reading this one, the Purple Cow is one that is super interesting. It's not a long, it's like 155 pages, but it talks like totally about differentiation, and it talks about the market and how can you and what type of people are there, like early adopters and stuff like that, and how you can really stand out from the rest. And it gives you and challenges you. Every chapter is challenging you to do something different about your business, about you, how you do things. Great book. Number 2 is how to influence people, which had to do with, I think, you can. I don't think it's gonna focus. Yeah, now it does. It's in Spanish, because here you just have to get it in Spanish. I'm living in Spain. But yeah, like in English, there's no problem in reading that, so I recommend that. Those are the 2 books like that really helped me out. I'm gonna pull up my website and see other books that I read this year that really helped me out. I have a a page specifically with the top 10, 15 books. I rank them by most impactful in my life. You guys can check it out, like at armanananian.com/books. And other books I read like this year were the You Are a Badass, how extraordinary, how stop doubting your greatness, and that's all about money and your perception about money. And it really changed my money perception changed, and my income also changed. So sounds like, but it's true. Like it changes your perception, and it shows you that reality of money, and that it's important. It's not like but it's important. It's like one element of success, in life. And then the Little Red Book of Selling, which really tells you about it's not so much of being super pressuring people to people to sell, so you can sell them something, you know. It's more about creating value, and many ways you can create value before, during, or after the sales process, to close more sales, to get more leads, to, you know, do all those type of stuff. And those are the book parts. And one last thing I would just wanted to add was the fact that you doing the daily journaling also helps a lot by organizing your thoughts and things. And meditation have really done some very good have been like very impactful for me. And like that's it, like those are all the things like it really that I've really learned that have helped me during this time. And that was what I wanted to share with you. Please tell me in the comments what are the books that really helped you this year, and I might pick one of them and take a look, read it. Okay. This is a new camera. As you can see, the quality just improved by a lot, right? What I'm gonna do is just keep doing more videos like this. Let me know the topics you would like to see. What would you like to see me, like, would you like to see like the behind the scenes, or some specific topics covered? And yeah, just follow me on Instagram. I'll leave the links in the bio. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you soon.